Hey guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Edith Lowe. Edith sent me the story about Kid Cudi. He was on the Arsenio Hall show recently, and basically he's talking to Arsenio Hall, and he feels like the whole braggadocious culture needs to be deadened. He's tired of rappers rapping about the same thing, money, cars, hoes, and everything else. So he wants that culture deadened, and he wants folks to start talking about more conscious, more uplifting things. So I'm going to go ahead and play you guys the clip right now, and I will come back with the rest of my commentary.
If you could look into the camera and speak to your colleagues, what would you tell them that hip-hop needs? What does hip-hop need to do?
I think the braggadocio, money, cash, hoes thing needs to be deaded. I feel like that's holding us back as a culture, as black people. That doesn't advance us in any way, shape, or form. We've been doing that same thing for years now. It's been like, what, 4 decades of the same old sorry for my language. And I feel like, you know, if you're gonna be an artist, there's a time where you just have to, you know, embrace the responsibility and understand that the power of music is something so special, and be able to do it on this magnitude where you reach millions of people. It's like, why not use that for good? Why not tell kids something that they can connect with and use in their life? And like, really, my mission statement since day one, and I'm getting so worked up talking about this, all I wanted to do was help kids not feel alone and stop kids from committing suicide. Because thank you. And I'm never try to be political, and I'm actually like shaking. I can't believe I'm saying this.
Those two specific things.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Well, I dealt with suicide for the past 5 years. You know, like there wasn't a week or a day that didn't go by where I was just like, you know, I want to check out, you know? And I know what that feels like. And I know it comes from loneliness. I know it comes from not having self-worth, not loving yourself. And these are things that, you know, kids don't have music that can coach them and give them that guidance. I didn't have that. I had to listen to Jay-Z and take certain things from it, and then the other I just didn't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
And like now I'm 30 and I'm like, oh, that's what Hov was talking about. Yeah. I get it now, you know? But what about the kids who, you know, you never really had an artist where you connected with them all across the board, you know? And I think that's my job. I'm just really just trying to guide people and help people, because, you know, loneliness is a terrible, terrible thing, man. And if you don't know how to conquer it, it can eat you alive.
How are you right now?
I'm good. I'm all right.
Okay, so you guys just watched that video interview, and I thought it was amazing. It was good, and it was very refreshing to see a mainstream artist talk about some real stuff. You know, he was talking about suicide and, you know, just a lot of things that he went through. And some folks are clowning Kid Cudi like, you know, who is he to say anything? All he raps about is drugs and getting high. But if you guys know anything about Kid Cudi, he's changed a lot over the years. He's not rapping about smoking weed no more. At that point in time, he was in like a real depressed place, and he seems to be a lot happier now. And I'm happy for him. You know, everything he was saying is true. You have a lot of artists nowadays, they don't care about sending a message. It's all about partying, having a good time. These record labels are literally pimping these artists, so in return these artists are pimping us. You know, and it's sad because these kids are honestly feeding into this. They think that that's how life should be, like life should be like a music video, and life is not like that. What's even more sad is you have a lot of these adults who have the same mentality as some of these children. You have grown men out here trying to emulate rap artists. You have grown men out here trying to be the next, you know, big rapper, and you're 40 years old, living with some chick on Section 8, working at KFC. And then when you hear their mixtape, it's about killing, selling drugs, and all this other, you know, bullshit. It's like, you're a grown man. You out here still selling drugs and killing people and rapping about it on record? Get your life. You know, and then you have a lot of these grown women who are out here trying to live their life vicariously through music videos as well. You have grown women who will sit here and go get ass injections, back alley ass injections, breast implants, in hopes of looking like a video vixen, so one day they can be in a rapper's music video. It's like this whole world is just, it's warped, and I'm glad he's speaking on it. I'm glad he's talking about we need to stop talking about the same old shit. Like they always say, repetition is a father of learning. So if we repeatedly keep talking about money, cars, hoes, clothes, and everything else, selling drugs, killing people, that's all that's going to be put out there. And I think the only way to really change that message from continuously being put out there and repeated is to stop supporting that type of music. If folks would stop supporting artists who make music like that, then they would have no choice but to change their music. But we all know that's not going to happen, unfortunately. We know folks are going to support the ratchet music, the gangbang music, the killing music, the sex music, because we have been so brainwashed over the years to just, you know, like that music and think it's appropriate, and that's what folks are going to support. Until you hit these record companies in their pocket and you stop supporting those certain artists who put out that type of music, that music will continue to be put out there. And that's just the truth of the matter. But I do respect Kid Cudi for speaking on it and being so open and honest about his feelings, because so many times you have hip-hop artists who they don't want to take no responsibility for their music and they claim that it's just entertainment. And in a way, it is entertainment. And in a way, you know, no hip-hop artist owes me anything. Chief Keef don't owe me and my kids anything. It's my job to raise my kids. You know what I'm saying? My kids listen to all types of music. And they're going to listen to all types of music because that's the world that we live in. Kids are going to listen to what they want to listen to, point blank, period. You can't be with your kids 24/7. That's why it's your job as a parent to talk to them and to let your kids know the difference between hip-hop life, hip-hop culture, and real life, and what's to be expected of them in the real world. So I think at the end of the day, it's the parents' responsibilities, but it would be nice if a lot of artists would step up and start making more positive music, more uplifting music, so that way these kids have something else to look forward to than just music with just gangbanging, sex, you know, I got the latest Versace and everything else. So anyways, go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the entire situation. Do you agree with Kid Cudi? How do you feel about what he said? Do you think that artists should change, you know, their music and make more positive music? Let me know your thoughts. All right, deuces.